Hello friends, my name is Denise and I run the Poshmark Closet Eat, Play, Love. I'm going to be shipping out the items that sold this weekend for Labor Day on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I sold a total of 13 items this weekend and I'm feeling very happy with the momentum of sales that I've had, and that just means not that things are kind of growing and cascading, but rather feeling pretty good. I sold 5 items on Saturday, 3 items on Sunday, and 5 items on Monday for a total of 13 items. I sold $491 in sales. We'll get into the numbers afterwards, my cost of goods and my profit after Posh takes their cut. Let's get started. The first item I am shipping out is a Costa, just a trucker hat. This is new with tags. It's called the Freestone trucker hat. It's funny because the tag has come off of this, but I just keep putting it back on. This item is new with tags. It has a little bit of fuzz on it from storage, of course. It's like you can't seem to escape the black fuzz. This I actually got as a promotional item, so my cost of goods on this is $0. I am shipping this out in a box 4. It ships hats perfectly. I'm not wrapping this at all. It does have the cardboard in it. I will put one of these little air pockets in there just to protect it. I feel like if I grab one, they're all gonna come crashing down on me. So I just put those, I reuse these when they come in Amazon packages, and I put those in there because basically this type of box would easily get crushed in shipping if something heavy was put on top of it. This just helps prevent that as much as I can. Now, if someone were to put a 50-pound box on this, it would get crushed. But I just work to like help with general mail conditions. This hat sold for $18. So my profit on this is, once Posh takes their fees, that this is all profit for me since I don't have any cost of goods. The next item I am shipping out is a, well, you could call it 2 different things, Dale of Norway or Dale. I don't know. Let's just pretend it's exotic. This is made in Europe and was actually purchased in Europe. This item sold for $42. Even has a merino wool liner on the inside. That's a lightweight. I'm just gonna quickly remove it of lint since it is in lovely condition and was barely worn by my husband. I have been selling some things that my husband recently sorted out and he thought he was gonna donate to the Goodwill. I'm like, you're not donating to the Goodwill, you're donating to me, and then I'll decide what we're gonna give to the Goodwill. This brand in general makes a lot of wool sweaters and their wool is gorgeous. You can actually buy just their wool to knit with. I have had some Dale wool yarn that my husband brought me back. He travels to Norway a lot for work and he always seems to be picking up some items, and just in general, being a part of this ski industry culture, we see a lot of these items. So yeah, I think I went back and forth. I might have had this boldly enough for about $60 in my closet. And ooh, I didn't send a thank you sticker in that Costa hat. Wow, how uncool of me. I better put a thank you sticker on the outside. That was lame. That that was lame. I always put a sticker, but since I didn't wrap it, it didn't like trigger for me to put a sticker in there. I was just gonna like stick it to the hat too. I am also checking, since I have 13 items, that I wrote down the right name and item, and this hat is actually going to Florida. Interestingly enough, lots of sales to Florida this weekend. And let's see, what else do I have? I sold 2 packed items this weekend. I thought I would sell more, but I have to admit, a little confession, because all of the packed items that I sourced at the sample sale are new and fresh to my closet, I have them priced a little bit high in hopes that I won't have to be sending out deep discounts on them, that I'll just get an offer that I like. I did turn down a few offers this weekend of $25 on dresses. Now my cost of goods on those items was $1, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna jump at any opportunity. Maybe that's a mistake on my end. Okay. Well, my battery was done because I had some issues charging. Anyway, I was talking about packed. I didn't want to price them too low. I hope I'm not regretting just taking offers like $25 when I get them. I want to share a little hack that a friend of mine, Caitlin, stumbled upon, a Posh friend, stumbled upon in the process of maybe listing multiple items. I'm not really sure how she figured this out, but since I have just listed a bunch of packed items, and let's say I listed this bra for $32. I accepted a $25 offer on it, but in my closet, it shows as $32. Hack number 1. So if I'm listing a bunch of items that I just got at a sample sale, and I am flexible on the price of offers, I don't want the offers that I accept to sway other buyers. Example, say I have a dress listed in my closet for $60 and I decide to actually take a $36 offer on that dress. I don't want to take $36 on every dress in my closet, but if a buyer is savvy, they may see that I sold this packed dress for $36 and they'll offer me $36, and then they probably won't be into negotiating because I already took $36 for one of the dresses in my closet, even if it's not the same. So I feel like that puts us in a little bit of a bind if someone sees that you have accepted offers that are lower for a similar item in your closet. Now this hack is the following. When you are listing the item, you have the option to click if you have one of the item or if you have multi of the item. Multi meaning multiple of the item. Now you don't actually have to have multiple. You can click multi and it's going to default to whatever you just entered in for the listing, and it's just gonna create a multi listing with that one item. So for some reason, and I'm not quite sure why, I guess it's because that's the starting price point, and I apologize for the construction across the street. But it's finally like not blazing hot in here, and now I have to hear the construction workers and the noise and that loud pitchy noise. I may close my door if it becomes really a problem. I'm gonna close my door. Now, when you list a single item in your closet as multi, it defaults as the asking price when it's sold. I'll say that again. When you list a single item in your closet as multi. Let's just say this packed nursing bra. I had it in my closet for $32. I sold it for $25. But when you scroll my closet for packed, it appears as the $32 as sold. When you go into my sales, it actually shows that I sold that item for $25. So it defaults to whatever the multi-listing price was, and I really think there's an advantage to this. I have done it now for items that I have in my closet that I have many of the same brand. For example, Rothy's. I have now listed all my Rothy's as multi-item in my closet. If I were to take a $25 offer on my Rothy's, everyone would want to pay $25. So I have them listed at $93. If I take a $36 offer, if I take a $25 offer, people are going to see $93 sold in my closet because of the multi-listing. You're welcome. Thank you, Caitlin. Oh, it's just like, we always have to stay one step ahead and so savvy when it comes to reselling. I'm not hearing that high-pitched noise now, and I closed the closet door. The next item to sell was a pair of mother jeans. These are gorgeous, cherry red. They sold for $79, and honestly, I don't see a lot of wear to them. They do have some fades on kind of like the edges that denim normally gets, and when it's red, it just looks a little bit different. I wanted to just quickly look at this posting and see if I note that in my listing. Pre-owned, lovely condition. There's some wear to the metal accents that were factory painted red. So I do note that there was some wear to them. The next item to sell is a pair of Pilcrow slim straight jeans. They had some really cute embroidery to them. And what I like to note is that when I send out my jeans, I like to actually tuck in the zipper and the buttons to the interior of the fold and then wrap them up. Then I send them out in the Tyvek envelope. That way they are protected a little bit more in the shipping process if I'm not sending the item out in a box. I send them out in the Tyvek bags, and I'm always trying to be forward thinking about when I'm sending my items out to make sure that they are received safely and they still look nice when they get to the buyer. Of course my water heater is turning on right now. Why wouldn't it? Let's see, these jeans sold for $37. Overall, I would love to not have to sell items at 35% off. I'm sure like everyone watching this, we don't want to sell things at a deep discount, but I manually look at every item I sell for 35% off. I do bulk offers to likers in my closet, and then I select the items I want to send 35% off offers on. And I'm not sending 35% off on items that are 30 days or newer in my closet. If I know they've been reposted a few times, I'm more than happy to let them go at that price point. The next item I sold was a Frank and Eileen. This is a flannel shirt. And this is not in any specific order. This is actually I'm going to do the same thing where I protect the buttons on this shirt, sending it out. I accepted an offer for $50 on this after the buyer I had it in my closet for $78 because it's Frank and Eileen. And, you know, I don't think this style it is the berry shirt, but I don't think this flannel is as nice as a linen. So if this was linen, I probably would not have accepted a $50 offer. The buyer first sent me a $40 offer, and then I want to say I declined, and then I can't remember. The bottom line is she sent me $50 and I accepted it. I probably have a screenshot of the back and forth on this shirt, so I will share it on the screen, and that will help my memory or lack of memory with what happened with this shirt. You know, when you sell 13 items, I've also been receiving a lot of lowball offers, you know, $15 on a $65 item. And your girl is flexible here, but my goodness, I, you know, have only been practicing yoga for like 10 years. I'm not that flexible. Up next is a packed organic. I sold this for $32. This is the double scoop long line bra, and if you're interested in learning more about packed organic and its incredible sell-through rate, just click on the last video that I made and you can watch me go over the pieces that I recently sourced at a sample sale. It's funny, speaking of sourcing, I picked up this tape at the Salvation Army because it's so cute, but it's the type of washi tape that when you take a piece, it like tears, and then you have to kind of peel it off of the roll, which is my least favorite kind of washi tape. And it doesn't fit in my cute little kitty cat dispenser from Daiso. So anyway, you may see me wrestling with it a little bit. So this sold for $32 and I sold the other bra for $25. Let's do a little quick math on that. So 32 plus 25 equals 57 times Posh fees is $45. So I am one sale away, unless I take a really low price on something, which I don't anticipate doing. I am one sale away from breaking even on my packed sample sale haul, which makes me very excited, which also makes me think about, well, maybe I should have just accepted the $25 on the dress. And then I also think it's an item that's not currently for sale on their website. It was a dress that's not coming out until the spring of 2024. And then I realized, no, I don't have to take $25 for a brand new packed dress when I'm getting $25 for bras. You know, there's always this part of me, and I guess it just depends where we are on the timeline of when I sourced an item. If we were a year down the road and I still had this packed dress in my closet, I probably would accept $25 for it. But since I just posted it this weekend, it has a retail value of $74, hasn't been released yet by the company. I'm not selling it for $25. Like, I'm not. So while I could have been there, I'm not quite there yet. This is just a basic marine layer t-shirt. And what's funny about this shirt, and I'm glad I took a little bit of a closer look, is that I pulled a men's marine layer t-shirt out, and I thought I had sold this black marine layer t-shirt that I have, but no, I sold a gray marine layer t-shirt. And let me see, it sold for $15. It was one of the items that I did send a 35% off offer on, so I will be paying part of shipping on this. I think when everything is said and done, I am making $9.98. Now, for the most part, I source any t-shirts that I buy, generally speaking, at the bins. There just really isn't a profit margin unless it's smart wool or some other type of merino wool to source t-shirts, unless you want to make $10 at the regular Goodwill. You know, I would have liked to have gotten more. Sometimes what happens when I pick up things like this marine layer t-shirt is that I'm hoping people are gonna use it as an incentive to bundle. I have a story about bundles. I don't know what's going on, but this weekend I had multiple people create bundles in my closet. I keep dropping my labels. I'm sorry. So I had multiple people create bundles in my closet this weekend, and I'm not just saying like, oh, I liked 3 things in your closet. It's like, I liked 15 things in your closet, and then they add 11 to a bundle. You know what happens when people like 11 items in your bundle and add them to a bundle? They actually start to get spammed by my closet because I send out offers on all of those items. So 15 likes means they received 15 offers of 15% or more. Not or more, 15% off of those. If I decide to send 25%, they'll get an offer. And if I decide to send 35%, they'll get an offer. And they're really not interested in buying anything from me. So I also had someone else put items in a bundle last night and say, hey, I missed your bundle offer, like they were gonna buy something and then they just never did. I don't know what the strategy is, but as a seller, I don't want to say it's frustrating, but it's kind of like a big tease. Like someone's like, oh, I'm just going to load 11 items, 6 items, 5 items, and then I'm not going to do anything. And don't bother trying to communicate with the person because they're really not interested in buying anything. They're just window shopping. Fine, window shop, get ideas, do what you like. But I will just sort of say, if people like to play around in this way, it's a little bit frustrating as a reseller to receive that type of attention in your closet and have it go nowhere. Like, I don't even know where to go with someone who likes 15 items in my closet other than it's frustrating. This next item I'm shipping out, I sent an offer out for, and it was for $30. It is a CP Shades, one of my favorite brands to collect and to sell. It's a more vintage CP Shades item, and when I say vintage, this is the style from the 90s. I know because I owned a bunch of items, dresses, pants, and skirts in this actual fabric. I really don't think I had any vests in my collection, but no, I could just say it. I never had any vests in my collection. So let's see. This is a cute flower I'm gonna send out. $30 is great for a vest, and it's going off to its new home, as I would like to say. The next item to sell in my closet was this Maeve by Anthropologie shirt dress. I sourced this maybe close to the spring, and I actually had this in my personal closet for a little bit. To sort this dress out, it has pockets. I knew it would sell fairly quickly. I think it definitely didn't get reposted. I've only had it in my closet for about maybe 4 to 6 weeks. And what's fun about this dress is, I don't really know. Whoa. This is what I was going to say about it. I recently picked up at a local shop in Boulder on clearance a CP Shades gauze cotton version of this dress, a shirt dress. So I decided I was gonna let this one go because even though the material was different, they really mimicked each other as far as style goes, and I don't need two of these types of dresses. Let me try to see how much I sold this for. I sold this dress for $39, and just from that actual price point, to me, it feels like oh my goodness, I'm out of my favorite thank you stickers. Womp. Wow, 500. I have made 2002 sales on Poshmark. I hit 2,000 this weekend. Like, woohoo! Anyway, I can tell from that price point, I probably had it in my closet for closer to like $55. I must have sent out an offer. That's a weird dollar amount, so it must have been a particular percent off of the dress. And I'm sure I'm offsetting the cost of shipping a little bit. So this will be on its merry way. My Salvation Army charges $6.99 for dresses. Sometimes they have $2 sales, but I do not believe I got that dress in a $2 sale. The next item I am shipping is this Sanctuary by Anthropologie linen romper. It's really super cute. It has the tie in the front. This is also headed off to Florida. A perfect place for it to be. It has a little snap detail in the front. This shirt, by the way, I bought as a part of a bundle from Ryan, from Jack and Ryan. I got my daughter a skirt from Lululemon, and I picked up this shirt for myself. I want to say it was his birthday and he was running a 50% off bundle sale. And I am not a florist, but I certainly like to play one. I love flowers and arranging flowers, so I got this shirt. Just a few more items to ship out. I'm gonna share what they are because I see that my battery once again is running out. That was a straight sale, no offers on that one. I sold this Polo Pony blazer. It's vintage. This sold for $70. It's an extra large. It is gorgeous. And the last item that I sold was this mini Bulga basket. I have talked about these before. Keep your eyes peeled for them. If it happens to be misshapen when you find it at the bins, I have found all the ones I love at the bins, although this was my daughter's and she used to bring it to school with her lunch in it when she was in preschool. So if you happen to find a Bulga basket that's misshapen, all you do is throw it in your bathtub, you wet it under the faucet, and then you just shape it to the shape that you want it to be. And that's it. So let's quickly talk about, I know I touched on it in the beginning of this video. I sold 13 items for $491. That is a $37.77 average sales price. $393 after Posh fees I took home, and I had approximately $65 in cost of goods. Now, the packed bras I paid $1 for, and say the Anthro dress, I know for a fact I paid $6.99 for. The Polo Pony blazer I paid $9.99 for. So if I had to average all of those dollar amounts out, it's about $5 to $6 per item cost of goods. My profit this weekend was $328. Let me know how your Labor Day sales were in the comments below, and give me some motivation, please. I still have some packed items to list. I was able to get, I want to say 25 to 30 of them listed this weekend, so I feel very proud. I have a rack of things that I need to get posted. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. friends who live out of the country, and I check their mail for them, and sometimes I ship them an item if it's important, or I hold on to it, obviously, until the next time they come and visit. They are moving back to the States, and so I might be into my PO box now. I may have to kick down for the cost of the PO box because they let me just piggyback on theirs as a nice service. So I have a really cute pair of waffle knit thermal jogger pants, and they're from Aerie. And they're short on me, like they're super cropped. They kind of look like capris, and my family members kind of make fun of me. And by my family members, I mean my teenage daughters. Okay, these are a little bit of a different color than I thought they were going to be, but it's not really that big deal. These are Free People Beach, and it's kind of the same vibe. My joggers, the ones that I have, or the loungewear pants that I have, are, I will actually just pop a picture of them up because I'm probably going to sell them, but these are very, very long. They're a little bit of a drop crotch, which I think is just in general Free People vibe. What put me over the edge for wanting these was the offer the seller sent me, but I bought those for $17. But they're part linen, and I just love the idea of having that fabric. So I decided to buy them. Let's go home. I'm going to give you a little view of the mountains on the way home, because that's the best part of going to the post office, is seeing the mountains.